You are pregnant. What a book. What a book. This book is really a wonderful book. I have read it, and this is one book I recommend for every young person. After reading this book, you know what I said to myself? I said, we are actually underrating this young man, Uche Boss. We are actually underrating him. He is underrated. After reading the book, so many thoughts began to run through my mind as it pertains to purpose. This book is an eye-opener. This book will realign you and reposition you for purpose. This book will open you up. This book will not only just teach you about purpose, it will open you up about further knowledge as it pertains to purpose. Let me read something for you. Uche was speaking in the chapter 7. He said he read quite an interesting story told by Russell Herman Cornwell, a lawyer who later became a newspaper editor and also a clergyman. The story was about an African farmer who had a vast farmland. This African farmer had heard tales of how other farmers had made millions by discovering diamond mines. This tale so excited this farmer that he couldn't wait to sell off his farmland to search for these precious stones for himself. So he eventually sold his farm and spent the rest of his life combing the vast African continent in search for these gleaming gems, which brought a lot of money to people. He was unsuccessful in his search, and this brought frustration to the farmer, which led to depression, and he eventually threw himself into a river and drowned. Wow. Let's read further. Meanwhile, the man who had bought his farm one day found a large and unusual stone which cut through the property, and the stone eventually turned out to be a large diamond with an enormous value. You see, he then discovered that the whole farm was covered with diamond, and it was to become the world's richest diamond mine. The first farmer in this story owned acres of diamond, literally, and sold it for practically nothing in order to look for diamond elsewhere. He didn't take our time to know what diamond looked like in their rough state and check out his own farm first before embarking on such a quest. This story is true for most of us. Within us are acres of diamonds. We have great priceless potentials within us, but many do not believe that their farmlands are littered with such priceless stones. Go and get your copy of this book and read further. This book is such a wonderful book with just 9 chapters. It is something that you can read in 2 hours, but it can actually take you a whole year to truly study it, because the revelations in this book is endless. It's such a balanced research Uche Boss did on this book. Such a balanced research. I am so impressed. I am inspired, and I am also glad that this book was forwarded by Pastor Ikechukwu Onyeka. Wonderful book. Go and get your copy. And then secondly, on Wednesday, February 9, by 8 p.m, I want you to join me on Facebook, on our Facebook page, One Word Series, or Osagbovo Igodaro. We'll be live streaming on both pages. I want you to join me. Let us do a little study on this book together. We'll talk about the book, and then we'll do a brief summary, and then also share some deep insights we got from the book. Then we will also answer a few questions. And the beautiful thing is that Uche Boss has also agreed to be with me for that live streaming session. So that means we are going to be having the author of the book speaking directly to us. So you will hear from the horse's mouth, and you will also be privileged to ask him direct questions. So where else would you rather be on the 9th, on Wednesday 9th of February? I'll be glad to see you. My name is Osaigbovo Iwodaro from One Word Series.